Hello, class 5. Today we're going to talk about the simple future tense. The simple future tense is chapter 17. It's on page 880. So you can take out your textbooks and follow while I explain. First comes the warm-up. So let's look at the first 3 pictures of the warm-up. The question says, look at the pictures and complete the sentences using the simple future tense. So let's look at the first picture. What is she doing? We have to write this in the simple future tense, right? She will play the drums at the concert. So that is in the simple future tense. Number 2, Mom will bake a cake tomorrow. So will bake, okay? Will play, will bake, those are in the simple future tense. Third picture, she will take the dog for a walk. Okay, so will take is in the simple future tense. Now remember, I told you to memorize page 138, chapter 3, the basic forms of the verbs. Now these are important when we construct our tenses. We have the first column, the second column, and the third column. The first form of the verb, the second form of the verb, and the third form of the verb. Now, this first form, we use it for the simple present. We are also going to use it for the simple future tense. Okay, so let's make an example here. The bird will fly away. I have used will and then fly. So that makes it into the simple future tense. Another one. Forget. They will forget their lessons. Will forget. That is also in the simple future. So the way you form your verbs, okay, is very, very important. The way you form your verbs will show what tense you are using. So verbs are very important in the tense. All right, now going back to the lesson, on page 81, right at the top, it says, the simple future tense refers to a time later than now and expresses facts or certainty. Okay, tudik soinante, tiltiang de soinante, mo tiltiang lutuk soinante kan mangchi nani. Uses. The simple future tense is used to express an action that will take place in the future. Til lo thleng tur, til lo thleng don tiang soinante. Oh, I shall return your dictionary tomorrow. They will come again next month. So shall return, will come. These are in the future tense, simple future tense. To talk about unplanned actions. Til tum lo de lo thleng si mo tum san lo soinante. I apostrophe ll means I'll. I'll means I will. Okay, it is a short form of I will. I'll help you with your homework. It's raining. I will close the window. Number 3, to make predictions. Soilok na. It will rain tomorrow. The trek will be difficult for you. Okay, so these are in the simple future tense. Now, let's talk about the structure of the tense. Okay, let's look at this. The simple future tense is used for actions that will take place in the future And in that sense, you can use these phrases or words in your sentence, okay, in your simple future tense. You can use tomorrow, next week, next month. You can say later. You can say next Monday, okay, like that. And then a few sentences here. I will come tomorrow. They will go to Kolkata next week. We shall plant some seeds. So will or shall and then the first form of the verb. Okay, we normally use shall with I and we. I shall, we shall, okay, I shall, we shall, kantichin. Ma se atang chon I will, we will, tepo kantivet hey, thawani. Okay, but normally shall is used only with I or we. Remember that, okay? Shall is normally used with I or we. Ada nga shall kan man chuan a omzia kha an thlak de ta ma se kha ka chun nakina kan lazir don ani mo. Now the different forms of the simple future tense, just like in all the other tenses that we studied in the second term, here also we have the declarative, negative, interrogative, and information questions. One thing to remember is declarative sentences can also be called affirmative sentences. Okay, so declarative and affirmative, they mean the same thing. Negative means to negate, to say no, right? Interrogative is the question, and information questions are also questions, okay, that inform. Let's look at the first one. Declarative sentences. I shall help you. Father will be home soon. So these two are in the affirmative, in the declarative. Next we have the negative. I shall not help you. Father will not be home soon. To make the negative sentence, all you do is you add not in between the two verbs. Okay? Shall not help. Will not be. Then we have the interrogative. Shall I help you? Question mark. Will father be home soon? Question mark. Remember, your question marks are very important in your interrogative and information questions. Okay? So shall kan mang ze la chon heta interrogative apo shall thau kan mangani. In the next sentence we have used will. Here also will. So when you make your question, will kan mang le tani interrogative kan mo angai ren ka. Okay, so for information questions, it says here on page 82, at the bottom of page 82, question words are when, where, why, how, what, or who. So when you begin your sentence with any of these question words, then they are called information questions. Okay, for example, where will I sing? When will you sing? How will he or she or it sing? Okay. What will we sing? Why will you sing? So those are the information questions. Okay, going on to page 83, it says right at the top, we sometimes use the be going to form to talk about the future. Be going to kan mang chinani atang chuan. We sometimes use going to express a future that has already been planned. Tum sa shim shim soi nan. I am going to prepare for the exam. They are going to visit us again next month. And another use, to make predictions. Rita is going to win the quiz. The children are going to hurt themselves. And in the same way, we have the declarative or the affirmative, the negative, the interrogative, and the information question. Okay. So here I have written a few examples using going to. Going to can be used in the simple future tense. So an example here, declarative emo affirmative. I am going to fall. Negative, I am not going to fall. Interrogative, am I going to fall? We have used the word am, so you continue using the word am to make the interrogative form. Okay, am I going to fall? And then you have the information question. Remember, information questions like when, where, why, how, what, all those. Where am I going to fall? And your question marks. Now remember, when we use going to in the simple future tense, we use am, are, and is. All right? So I have already made sentences with am. Now I'm going to make sentences with are. Look at these sentences. They are going to sleep. The affirmative. They are not going to sleep. Negative. Are they going to sleep? Interrogative. Where are they going to sleep? The information question. And then one more example here at the bottom. The child is going to cry. The child is not going to cry. Negative. Is the child going to cry? Interrogative. And when is the child going to cry? Information question. Now we will look at exercise A, page 84. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the simple future tense form of the verbs given in the bracket. These are the verbs you are going to use, and you will use them in the simple future tense. Remember, verb apoy mo zia so mo in verb mandana zir khan tense ka in thak zel don ani. Number 1, my room is dirty. I shall clean it tomorrow. Okay. Number 2, we're going to use this word, I shall meet you next Sunday. Number 3, he will work late tonight. Number 4, they will watch the film tomorrow. Number 5, the plane will arrive at 9 p.m. and so on. There are 12 questions, I think. Yes, there are 12 questions. Now, going on. Now, going on to exercise B, page 85. The question says, use the words and form sentences in the simple future tense as instructed. They have given us words which will help us to make the sentences. We have to make the affirmative, the negative, and the interrogative sentence. So let's start with the first one. Ice cream melt. Okay, simple future tense. The ice cream will melt soon. Negative. The ice cream will not melt soon. And the interrogative, will the ice cream melt soon? Question mark. Next one. They come tomorrow. Affirmative. They will come tomorrow. Negative. They will not come tomorrow. And interrogative. Will they come tomorrow? So I'm sure you can make your own sentences here. You do not have to write down what I have just, the sentences that I have made. You can make your own sentences. Okay, make your own sentences and try and finish this also. So that will be all for this lesson. I will give you notes first, and after you have written down the notes, then we will do the exercises later.